Title: The Last Hello. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the quaint town of Eldridge. As the last light faded, the town's clock tower chimed 6 times, echoing through the cobblestone streets. Clara Bennett stood at her window, a steaming cup of tea cradled in her hands. She had lived in Eldridge her entire life, and in all her 32 years, she had never felt the weight of silence as she did now. Every morning, Clara made it a ritual to greet her neighbors with a cheerful, hello. It was a simple word, but in Eldridge, it was more than just a greeting, it was a lifeline. The townspeople believed that each hello carried with it a fragment of their souls, intertwining their fates. The more hellos exchanged, the stronger the bonds of community became. But lately, the town felt different. The streets were quieter, the smiles fewer, and the hellos had begun to fade. Clara sighed, recalling the stories her grandmother used to tell her about the power of words. "They shape our reality, dear," her grandmother would say, her eyes twinkling with mischief. A hello can change everything. But as the days turned into weeks, Clara found herself surrounded by an unsettling silence. People hurried past each other, heads down, avoiding eye contact. The town was losing its magic, and with it, the very essence of who they were. It was on one particularly gloomy afternoon that Clara stumbled upon an old journal in her grandmother's attic. Dusty and worn, it was filled with entries that spoke of a curse cast upon Eldridge generations ago, a curse that would awaken if the townspeople ever stopped greeting one another. The final entry sent chills down Clara's spine. If the last hello is spoken in silence, the town will fall into darkness. Heart racing, Clara realized the implications. Time was running out. She needed to remind the townspeople of the power of their words, to reignite the bonds that had begun to fray. With determination, she set out on a mission to bring back the hellos. The next morning, Clara stood at the town square, her heart pounding as she called out to her neighbors. "Good morning, Eldridge." "Hello." The words rang out, a beacon of hope in the stillness. A few heads turned, eyebrows raised in surprise. She smiled brightly, her enthusiasm infectious. "Let's not forget the magic of our hellos." One by one, people began to respond. A hesitant, hello, here, a cheerful wave there. The atmosphere shifted, and laughter began to bubble up from the crowd. Clara felt a warmth spread through her, a glimmer of hope igniting in her chest. Days turned into weeks, and Clara's efforts transformed the town. The streets filled with life again, and hellos echoed through the air like a sweet melody. But as the town thrived, Clara couldn't shake the feeling that something was still lurking in the shadows. The curse had not been broken, it had merely been postponed. Then, on a stormy night, a chilling wind swept through Eldridge, carrying with it an eerie silence. Clara's heart sank as she realized that the townspeople had grown complacent, their hellos dwindling once more. In that moment, she understood. The curse would only be lifted if they could unite in one final, resounding hello. Gathering everyone at the town square, Clara took a deep breath. "Tonight, we face the darkness together. On the count of 3, I want us all to say hello together. This is our chance to break the curse once and for all." As the clock struck midnight, Clara raised her voice. 1, 2, 3. The town erupted in a chorus of hellos, a symphony of connection that pierced through the storm. The air crackled with energy, and for a brief moment, Clara felt the fabric of fate shift. The curse shattered like glass, the darkness dissipating into the night. As the storm cleared and dawn broke over Eldridge, Clara stood in the square, her heart full. The townspeople gathered around her, smiles brightening their faces. They had reclaimed their magic, their bonds stronger than ever. And as Clara looked at her neighbors, she knew that every hello spoken from that day forward would carry the weight of their shared history, an unbreakable thread woven into the tapestry of their lives. In Eldridge, a simple greeting had become a powerful reminder that even in the darkest times, a hello could light the way home.